utility. It's an entity draft, truly.
Yeah, they want to be able to make sure they defend their towers. You're playing against a Chen draft. It also just makes Storm's life very annoying. There's going to be the pit. There's going to be the Rod of Atos. You just have to be a bit
you
more...
get the boots of speed, you walk back to base with your level 6, and you usually, after this point, TP somewhere to go for a kill.
Yep, Hammer comes out onto Fishman, but they're not going to follow it up with a Starbreaker, knowing that the Enigma is
going
somewhat close. Yep, top lane, Ori, TP's in, Fissure to set things up. The Firestorm doing a little bit of damage to Monet, but this looks like Kataomi will fall with one more zip, but he pops that Fairy Fire, another right click, but he saves himself, so Ori has to fully commit to this, but the Blood Right is there, and Monet and company will get first blood on the side of Aster.
So you need something to jump Wyvern, especially Kataomi on Wyvern, like Baboka.
Yep, he's going to get Malefice with some creeps beating him down as well. And Baboka looks to be dead. His creep's not able to save him this time.
Stormstormer
One more right click. He's going to go down. Fishman gets credit for that. And Stormstormer with a huge kill onto Ori. That's non-existent. It was very even, but that'll certainly help Stormstormer out, as you'll see another Avalanche catching Siamese Cat. It gets a nice enchant totem, but he's going to get tossed in the air, and as we've seen before, Earthshaker in this early stage can be a bit pathetic at times. Top lane, we're going to see a zip in from Ori, and here comes the Dawnbreaker ult as Saberlight going to get stunned and brought down despite the cold embrace coming out.
I mean,
nice kill for to me.
Those are the good ones.
10-minute rune coming up. Stormstormer and Ori looking for it. It's going to be bottled by Stormstormer. It's an arcane rune and into a black hole with the Avatos. Great timing here from Entity. Here as Ori TPing in. Yeah, he's going to zip right away. Avalanche comes out. Dawnbreaker coming. Stormstormer is going to get, whoop, nice Nightmare dodge on that, but I'm not sure it's going to help him. No black hole to help with. So Stormstormer looks to be mega dead. And again, a nice potential save there, but it's not going to happen as Saberlight.
He kind of popularized.
Oh. All right, Stormstormer able to make sure he gets that regen rune. Fishman, he's going to get the grip off, actually, but the Fissure cancels it. And Saberlight not able to get the Pit of Malice. Finally does, but he's already on the high ground. Malefice is there. Ori completely out of mana, and the kill goes to Stormstormer again.
Smoke coming into this?
Well, he's going to show himself now. There's the Nightmare. Some right clicks off, as you can see Baboka on the other side of the trees, and Fishman kind of changing his mind. He's going to get Hurricane, though, into the Hammer. Starbreaker not even needed, though. He's actually going to fall back as the Fiend's Gate is shown, and that means Saber Chad is here to save the day. Avatos finishes off Baboka, and XXS looks to be potentially next.
Something to reduce the Bane spells on you.
Yeah. Up Saberlight, he's getting initiated on. You can see the Wyvern TPing in, has the curse available. Saberlight gets Hurricane onto the other side. The Avatos on top of the curse, though, so no damage really done, and Saberlight is likely going to die here. Another zip in from Ori, but he's out of mana. Toby gets the black hole, but a nice dodge from Ori. There's only one inside, and it's XXS. Toby, Cold Embrace, not going to save him. Saberlight able to get out, and a nice Echo Slam coming out from Siamese Cat. They find 3, so only Saberlight will live out of this engagement, and into the Fiend's Gate. Monet could follow him up, but either way for Aster. But at the same time, going against this black hole, the Wyvern curse, all that stuff, very, very scary. Saberlight not looking so scary right now as he's dropped to the deck.
Really careful showing on lanes. Otherwise, the Storm is going to come in, and if it looks good enough, then XSS also comes in, and he is right now.
Yeah, they get the initiation onto Fishman with XXS and that Solar Guardian. Easy pickup for Aster. Because Stormstormer got off to an amazing start. They're going to smoke up, find Monet, Avatos to start things out. Ori at half health. He's going to pop his BKB, though, and there's the grip of the Dawnbreaker ult and the Fissure canceling that immediately. Big Starbreaker coming out as XXS deletes 2 heroes from Entity. Kataomi going to try to Cold Embrace himself as Ori just focusing on Saberlight, who's going inside his ult, but it's canceled. Triple kill for XXS, and Aster finds 4.
While this rush is happening, so he's literally sitting in the tier 1. He's even by the tier 2.
Ori with the Arcane Rune's going to zip pretty fair distance, as it looks like Siamese Cat
Ori
actually
to have
gets
like detection.
Yeah, that could be hard to come by as Fishman. He's going to get a Nightmare off, but he's likely going to fall. But a nice ult comes out from Kataomi to try to save some space here for Fishman to get out. Toby comes in with the black hole. The grip on top of Ori as well. The Hand of God will be enough. He's going to pop his BKB and zip back onto Fishman. So a good attempt from Entity, but it's going to be a 1-for-1 trade to start this out, and Saberlight will fall. So it was... Smoke up now from Aster with his 15k lead. The Aegis is expiring in just a moment. Fishman is dead. Monet will clean him up. Potentially, Monet. His smoke's going to be broken with Saberlight there as well. The curse comes out onto 2. Not that much damage done, but it sets up a nice potential black hole here from Toby. But where's the damage output afterwards? The BKBs, they're just popped now. Echo Slam coming out. Fishman's going to get saved for the time being. But again, Entity just crumbling in this fight. Stormstormer does find one in the form of Siamese Cat, but it's going to cost him his own life. Considering the state of Entity. No buyback on Stormstormer.
That may have actually been a better fight for Entity. Ooh, Saberlight.
Full Starbreaker connects. Blood right. He dodged here. And again, the Firestorm does a lot of damage. XXS trying to get his ult off just to reposition himself. He'll be successful. But the counter zipping from Ori, the bash from Monet. Golden Brace saving Saberlight for the time being, but he's going to continue to get right-clicked by Monet. XXS not able to hit that Starbreaker, but Ori, he gets the kill. Grip ends up getting canceled. So Aster,
that's a long one.
250. Second Lincoln's online now for Ori. Stormstormer. He's going to be found already at half HP. He can't do anything. He just gets dropped from 100 to 0. At the as we're going to see
Ori's
the Avatos from Stormstormer. Ori at half HP. The black hole is there. Dawnbreaker goes right into the black hole himself. But again, no damage follow-up at all. Monet just focusing down Stormstormer. Very easy kill for him. And 2 more dead for Entity. Make it 3. Saberlight, the only member up for
and it's not like literally an Entity's fountain or the tier 4s. There's not going to be enough damage. A Saberlight.
Yeah, he's going to get ruptured. Pops that BKB.
Okay. Drop the ward and the sentry on the tower. This is going to be the big fight.
Yeah, Monet gets off his rupture onto Stormstormer, pops the BKB, but the cancellation of the Fiend's Grip again, and just like that, Saberlight and Fishman are dead. Buy back into the game. Midnight Pulse not doing that much, and Stormstormer trying to get away. You can see the Solar Guardian coming as well, not going to connect fully, but Ori just pushing everybody from Entity back into their fountain as XXS. Doesn't even matter anymore. GGs are called. Aster shellacking here in game number 1.
Okay, well, Aster, man, they just...
I agree completely. Like, this looks like a very good Storm game once again.
Yeah.
Ooh, well, that's a bit scary. What do you think, Gods?
I mean, I'm liking Entity's draft more than last game.
Rubik is, of course, a greedy 4.
Yeah, talk to me about the Rubik pick. Obviously, black hole.
It's amazing, this game. I mean, every single hero has a spell that you want to steal. That's Fishman.
Yeah, he's taking some damage. Nightmare comes out for Fishman. Taking a lot of damage, though, from his swashbuckle. He pops the Fairy Fire. It's going to be a right-click battle. First Blood actually goes the way of Entity, just barely.
Closing out on his level 6. Stormstormer, also level 6, looking for this rune.
Gets it. In. Ori gets off the Electric Vortex. Now the focus is on the Kataomi, though. Gets off the jump. Onto the high ground he goes. I don't think they can pursue any further. Stormstormer gets a nice toss onto Baboka onto the high ground. Telekinesis to try to save his own life, but Baboka getting chased. There's the grave again for Siamese Cat. Seen this so many times this tournament. The tree decapitates him from afar. Nice pickup there from Stormstormer. Going for more, though. Gets the Avalanche. Another toss close to the tower range with a zip-in from Ori. They're going to get punished. So Kataomi falls. And Siamese Cat, one more right-click will do it from Stormstormer. Or Fishman, either will do. Fishman will take it. Yeah, just an illusion rune for him to deny here. Fishman with the Nightmare. It's going to set up the Avatos from Stormstormer. Baboka gets off the Telekinesis, gets the double stun as a result. Avalanche only going to connect on the Storm Spirit, but Ori has to zip away. At the very least, Baboka falls. Stormstormer stack here. Up in mid lane, we're going to have some action. Avalanche there from Stormstormer, but Ori's going to be perfectly fine. The first roar comes out from Saberlight, so no grave for Siamese Cat. XXS gets a nice Rolling Thunder. Actually going to connect on 2 heroes. Stormstormer getting really low. Good Nightmare, but there's the Black Hole to try to counteract it and save Stormstormer. It'll be successful, and they'll turn it around. 3 kills in favor of Entity.
Yeah, that was a nice hole. I mean, he holds in a way that it doesn't continue chain stunning Stormstormer, but then also it doesn't pull the roll into him, canceling the hole.
This could be a big kill for Entity. Stormstormer finds Monet, Avalanche toss. There's the grip to follow. TP's coming in on the outpost. It's going to be a bit slow. Monet gets graved at the last moment from Siamese Cat, and he's probably just going to go back and farm. But the rest of Entity might want to fight. They're going to get the roar off to start things out onto XXS as the concoction coming from Monet. At the very least, Ori drops to the deck. And XXS actually taking a lot of right-click damage. Has to be careful, even in that rolling. Siamese Cat posturing to try to save the Alchemist, but instead, they're going to find Ori again. 30 seconds of no storm, and that is another painful death for Ori, as Siamese Cat's going to be the collateral here as well. So Entity really upping the ante.
Looks like they're going to actually go for a kill elsewhere.
Yep, Fishman.
They have the grip.
Nightmare into the Avatos from Stormstormer, and the Thunder God's Wrath is enough to delete XXS.
He's gripped.
It's Ori. He's going to get gripped after initiating onto Fishman himself. Stormstormer, will he have his cooldowns? No. Just a couple seconds off. He could potentially pursue Avalanche. Toss with Kataomi in the area, and the Thunderbolt is enough. So Ori's greed bites him in the ass.
But I feel like you can actually force the Roche.
Yeah, true.
He's rolling.
Yeah, he is rolling. Gets off that Blink Dagger, so Saberlight looks to be the focus, but the grip is there to cancel that ult entirely. Stormstormer comes in with a couple casual right clicks. The Roar even expended, and XXS is dead. 30 seconds. Yeah, that's an early gem.
He's got a gem.
Oh, Nightmare.
And the ward
See,
again.
Entity are in the area. A gem pickup. Even the dive bomb coming out. Axe is coming in, but Ori wants to defend this with all his heart. And they're going to turn this around to Saberlight as Monet finally gets some right clicks down. But there's the roll. What the hell are these ultimates on top of each other? Full grip onto Monet, but he's going to live for now. Avatos with the nice grave coming out as well. But he is horribly surrounded. Actually goes down to the jump from Kataomi. So Entity punishing this pretty hard. They do lose Saberlight. Question is, who got the gem? Did it drop? That's Baboka. He's going to get taken out here for one more right click. Triple kill for Kataomi of all heroes. XXS. He's going to roll up thanks to that shard, but it's not going to keep him alive. Just for another minute. Although Stormstormer coming in, he gets off the Avalanche.
He's a bit
Toss
deep.
as well. Baboka just barely lives, and this is going to be turned around now. But again, this is just the Aegis. The question is, does Entity have the numbers? Rolling Thunder still continuing. Saberlight coming in, looking for a potential Roar target. Gets it off onto Monet as Ori has to zip back to base as Monet pops his early BKB. Concoction coming off as Stormstormer able to finish off Baboka. And now Monet getting chased by these disgusting creeps is already 3 dead for Aster. And this might be GG territory. Monet dies in his own base. Buyback onto Ori. And that's going to be a dieback for him. 50 seconds of Storm Spirit done. 3-2. Yep, Storm. Oh, Monet. They're going to be spotted. Grip comes out already. Look at this Pango just dying inside the grip. Gets roared after the fact, and Monet dies as well as Entity continuing to absolutely spank Aster right now.
They just call it.
Call.
They call it.
So this is indeed going to a game number 3. This one was not remotely close, but Entity certainly coming back with a vengeance. I mean, we talked about this before, the Shellac game 1. The Shellac
I completely agree with Sheep. Like, you can call the Doom, and you can see that Entity will pick it, but so did Aster. So did Aster, 100%.
Yeah, they were much more afraid of the Bloodseeker or a Night Stalker, more of these Tempahus. Doom is sitting below 30%.
Is in the area with the Fissure available. Gets off a decent block, and the Bane forced to TP. And obviously no bottle refill available as Stormstormer doesn't even have one yet. He actually came from the bot lane anyway, so wouldn't be able to refill it regardless. But Toby just gets destroyed. First blood for Aster.
Katomi's level 1. He might die too.
Yeah, I think he is definitely dead. Pops the wand. Yep, 8-minute rune's going to spawn bot as Siamese Cat's the one that picks up the DD. And Nightmare. It's going to be a chase onto Fishman, who's blocked off by the Fissure, so Baboka and company will be able to get their second kill of the game. Thing is happening, although Monet's the one that's actually caught off guard. TP's coming in, but the Centaur Stomp coming out. Nice grave from Siamese Cat, as Saberlight probably just forced to try to right-click through this. They do find Monet, but it's going to be the cost of Saberlight. And the Primal Split coming out will lead to a second kill for Aster. As Kataomi, he gets lifted at the last second by XXS. So the first Primal Split used to full effect, although Kataomi jumps to the high ground.
He got him,
and
he's
now
stuck.
blocked in by the Fissure. And it's going to be a slow death for him, one way or the other. Gets off some spells in the meantime, and a high 5 to boot. Ends up being a 1-for-3 for the missed Fissure.
Yeah.
Well, XXS, this could be the first Doom of the game. Gets it off just in time. Now the chase is on. He's going to get slowed thanks to the Heavenly Jump. No TP's coming for Aster. At least a Saberlight getting that. As Toby and company will get Fissure to start things out, but XXS gets up the Primal Split into an instant grip on the side of Entity. So punished completely as Aster lose their offlaner. And it looks like Siamese Cat will be next, although he's going to get his grave off. Likely will just delay the inevitable. As nice 2 pickups for him. Oh, we have the Yules. Ori gets off the Exorcism, and the silence. Attempted TP from Fishman will be successful. Just barely. They deny the bounty route as well.
Oh my god.
And Ori feels awful having used his ult, although Toby getting gone on by the primal split, so at the very least for Aster, they will get something out of it. This is Texas, USA land. Fishman, he is all over the place, this guy. Look at the vision that they have. He gets the Nightmare off. Saberlight's here as well. You can see some reinforcements coming for Aster, but I don't know if this is going to be in time.
Oh, Doom the backline.
Dooming the Dazzle before the Grave can come out. They're going to find the DP and Saberlight and Cat to out. Mega tanky. And has the Aegis, will in fact take the outpost in the face of Entity, but there's the Doom initiation onto the Brewmaster. He looks to be dead right off the bat of this fight, and the Grip just completely segregating Monet from his team. That's going to be the first life for him, as one more right click should do it. And Ori forced to TP out as the Exorcism comes back, and now Monet completely surrounded. Avatos, Spirit Vessel applied, and Entity, even against an Aegis.
No.
Fishman, he's going to break this smoke. So this is going to feel good for Aster, considering how much Fishman's been owning them this game. Who's going to get credit for the kill?
He's trying to TP out,
but that would have been opting to go to the other side, and XXX is going to break the smoke. Saberlight comes in, but no Doom onto the Brewmaster, who gets the primal split off. Actually lifts another member of Entity up in the air as Saberlight is trying to run away at this point to waste some time. Stun onto Toby, force staff to the high ground, just barely makes it. Silence comes in from Ori, I should say. Obviously does not have the Exorcism to work with. Primal split again goes off thanks to that Aghanim Scepter, as Toby getting gone on completely by Ori. That's the first death, but Doom applied to Ori himself, but the rest of Entity not able to really close the gap here. So the BKB from Saberlight used from defensive measure, as the Enchant Totem actually cancels the TP from Stormstormer, as a deny comes out onto Ori, who ends up dying to his team. Monet, though, ends up dropping. So nice pickup here from Entity as they found 3, but Boca looks to be next on the list. So Entity kind of waiting out this primal split. They lose only Toby, and XXS without anything else to his disposal would be dropped as well. Get nothing out of it.
Stormstormer's actually
see it now. XXS, okay, might be going for this Bane as the Avatos comes in from Stormstormer, but the Enchant Totem immediately. Ori, he's going to get Infernal Bladed and Doom. He's just going to drop here in all likelihood. Gets the Lotus Silver off though. They're going to turn this around to Stormstormer instead. So Doom's still not off cooldown. So Aster able to get a valuable kill as the chase continues. Maybe a good time for them to go in. But Ori fully committing to the Roche. This is Roche number 2 with the Shard. It's Toby. He can see very clearly because of these wards. Gets off the Poison Nova. They're going to focus down Fishman to start this out, and he's dead.
No buyback.
No buyback as Stormstormer gets a big avalanche toss onto Dazzle. So that is a dead support on both sides. Doom applied to Ori, who still has the Exorcism up. Trying to go to the high ground as Kataomi trying to finish him off in his own space as Monet. He's trying to get the Roshan. The Aegis finally gets picked up by him along with the Roche kill itself, and now he's just doing so much damage. Infernal Blade applied to him, but already 2 dead for Entity. The Aegis advantage for Aster, but this could be the end of the Aegis at the very least. Indeed it is.
But Boca
now
still has
Saberlight
Echo.
Company might have to get out. Fissure onto the high ground. Shiva's is popping. It looks like Saberlight might be coming to an end here. He's going to get jumped now by Baboka to get this finishing move. So 3 kills for Aster. And from XXS's perspective, obviously still working on the refresher as Stormstormer. He's going to get a quick pickup on Siamese Cat. But Saberlight pops the BKB. They have the Doom applied to the Brewmaster, so Entity winning this fight handily. Baboka trying to get away, limping away right now, but being pursued by Saberlight. One more right click should do it if he gets off this Infernal Blade. Knowing that he's dead, he's just trying to expend all those spells. Monet, he's all alone right now, but TP's coming in. Avatos, Saberlight, looking to finish off Monet, but he's going to find the distance here. Exo popped by Ori now. And Entity not afraid to continue on as the Shivas has popped the avalanche toss to follow.
He's dead.
Double toss, in fact, as Ori just dropped.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to notice.
Saberlight, oh, the Doom comes out right off the bat, but it's reflected thanks to the Lotus Orb. And Bristle not afraid of this fight at all. And you can see the Echo Slam used by Baboka. Stormstorm with the BKB on the other side of the fissure. XXX finally gets off the primal split. Fishman is his target right now, but the Bristle's dead as Stormstormer finishes him off, but it's going to be a trade for his own life. But you can see damage being applied now to Ori, and he gets taken out relatively early in the fight as well. Toby Continuing to get pursued by the Primal Split.
Nice save.
The Lotus Orb applied to him now. Now the XXS's ult is running out.
Refresher this game would be kind of insane too.
True.
Like both sides have heroes that would love to use it.
Yeah, you can see both sides posturing, knowing how important this next Roche is. Fissure coming out from the high ground. XXX does get up his Primal Split. Stormstormer pretty deep. Has to kind of hide potentially. And Kataomi likely have Nimbus here soon. Fissure coming out, not really doing too much. In fact, kind of blocking his own way a bit as the Primal Split is popped. Try to take out Fishman, this pesky Bane. It's been the bane of Aster's existence, and he will die. Does have buyback, though, as Toby does get off the Poison Nova. The Avalanche toss from Stormstormer, focusing on the Dazzle, but he's going to live. Siamese Cat gets off the grave on himself as Stormstormer now. He's the one that has to be careful, attempting to TP out, but double kill for Ori. Takes him out. 3 dead, 4 Entity. They're going to buy back into this game as Saberlight falls as well. Will Siamese Cat.
I think Aster probably wants to go fight
he
this.
actually brought back into the river. Spirit Vessel applied.
He's gripped. It's up again.
He is gripped, and the Avalanche comes out and cancels the Fissure. That's 2 dead for Aster. And again, Saberlight does have his buybacks as XXS trying to pursue Toby. In the meantime, Spirit Vessel, the Spirit Siphon from Ori comes out. And the stun
ult is up
again. It's going to connect on Toby. Still 4-stepping. Look how far Aster is being pushed into the enemy jungle. Even a refresher picked up by Zeus in the meantime, but Fishman's dead. That's a dieback. That's
actually really annoying.
That's pretty good, yeah. That's pretty sick. Although he's not cast
from Entity. There's they're going to try to go onto the Brewmaster. The toss is there. Will he get off his ult? You can see his grave, and the Primal Split comes through, and that forces Entity to BKB TP. Stormstormer does get away, as Saberlight got off his Doom and actually used the refresher as well.
Toby's stuck.
Toby is mega dead. And 120 seconds, no buyback here as Baboka. He's going to get graved again as Fishman, doing Fishman things. He actually gets out despite all.
Nobody's TPing out in front of him again.
Yeah, that would have been pretty rough. As Saberlight actually still wants to fight. Gets off Doom, but Lotus Orb is going to reflect a bit here. You can see Bristleback is more than healthy. Saberlight taking most of the damage as the Primal Split continue to kind of segregate this fight. Stormstormer coming with the Avalanche toss, but he's going to get crushed in the meantime, and Saberlight will die as well. They do have buybacks en masse, and they'll have to use them. Kataomi completely out of mana. Again, these Brew Spirits are doing whatever the hell they want. The Grave onto Brew, onto the Bristleback, but Monet is perfectly fine. Double kill for Baboka. And Aster starting to run away with this fight. 4 buybacks from Entity.
That is a Hail Mary.
Monet, we're going to see them thanks to the Thunder God's Wrath. Avalanche is there, but Monet already with the Lotus and the BKB. Saberlight trying to get off his ult. He does so successfully on the DP with the refresher to follow, but he's falling so low, he's going to be brought down. 120 seconds of no Saberlight. No buyback whatsoever as the Poison Nova comes out, but he's just dropped to his knees. Buyback now from Baboka. And Fishman in the trees. This looks to be the last-ditch effort for Entity, as Stormstormer not going to get bashed by Monet, so does TP back successfully, but again, nothing to fear from it.
There's no way they defend this. It's impossible with these 2 heroes alive. They're just going to go straight throne.
Yep, just focusing on the tier 4s now as Dazzle ends up dying here. The Stormstormer, but we'll buy back because they've kept all their buybacks at this point, and that's GG is called. Aster secures top 4 at the Arlington Major and drop Entity in the process.
Yeah, Entity, they went for the Hail Mary at the end there, but Aster, their position